Yep.
All right, call the meeting to order, have the salute to the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call of members.
Trustee Trombley.
Here.
Trustee Malinsky.
Here.
Trustee Connor.
Here.
Trustee Herzog.
Here.
Mayor McFetrich.
Here. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting?
So moved.
May I have a second? Second. Any corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Let's see here. Presentation of petitions, communications, and general question period for members of the community. As no one is here tonight, we'll dispense with that. Report from the code enforcement officer. I did not get that. I did put in the one from last month. So I don't know if you had any questions on that. He's been busy with the same items. I'll get the other one for you sometime this week. Here's my report. Welcome to the final Village of Champlain Board meeting of 2024. It's been a year of several large accomplishments, including the upgrades to the wastewater treatment plant, the replacement of several sections of water mains, and the installation of large sections of sidewalks on Main Street. In addition, several small businesses have opened, reinvigorating our downtown corridor. We're working closely with the town of Champlain on a comprehensive plan, as well as working together on increasing the marketing to our area, to businesses, tourists, and potential residents. Thanks to the town board, and in particular Supervisor Trombley, for this collaboration with the Village of Champlain. Together, we know that we will make our corner of the state an affordable, safe, and vibrant place to live. I would also like to thank the Champlain Fire Department for the parade of lights that they organized in late November. Everyone enjoyed the trucks lit up so beautifully. This has become a popular event that we all look forward to, and we appreciate them doing this. Our annual Holiday Fest will take place this Saturday, December 14th. I'm going to let Nikki share the details of the kids' activities. The tree lighting is at 6 p.m. in Pocket Park. Santa will be arriving by fire truck, and we'll have gifts for all the children. There will be free hot chocolate and an opportunity to sing some traditional songs. Come join us for this quaint community event. I send sincere wishes for a beautiful holiday season to all of you, and remind you that this can be a difficult time for many people who may be lonely, isolated, and missing loved ones who are no longer with them. Please take the time to include your neighbors or other friends by sending a card or a personal greeting. It can make a world of difference. Report from the trustees. Joel, do you have anything?
No, I just wanted to report that it's snowing and the roads are icy. People take it slow. I'm an avid fast driver, and it has happened in the past where I've exited the roadway. So I just remind everyone to take it slow. We have wonderful road crews that work on the roads day and night, so drive slow, be safe. That's it.
Thank you. Chuck?
I don't have anything.
All right. Nikki?
Let's see, so we had our cooking class back in mid-November. We had about 15 participants, so it was a nice turnout. And I am going to plan one for February time, so we'll keep an ear out for that. Again, this Saturday is our Christmas crafts event for the kids at 1 o'clock. I have definitely 3, and I'm planning 4 little craft activities. Mainly they're ornaments, things that kids can put on their tree or hang on the fridge. And at 2:30 is our annual candy cane hunt at the playground.
That's always fun.
It is always fun.
Yeah.
And if anyone is around this week, go ahead and stop at the library. They're having their annual Christmas sale, so every few dollars helps the library.
Yeah, all right.
And that's all I have.
Kim?
I have nothing.
Okay. Report from the clerk treasurer.
Okay, everyone has their expense and revenue reports for, November, and that we're at half a year. Which is good.
Yep,
Yeah,
We had a water and sewer billing. Water was $70,209.50, and sewer was $69,847.35.
anyone have any questions thus far on that part? Okay,
Okay, so we do have some transfers to do before the warrant. I'll just do the transfers, we'll do the others after.
sure.
We have transfer to A 5110.2, street maintenance equipment, $16,777.33 from fund balance, $16,773.33, which is for our portion of the roller. Do you want to do that one first, or you want to do them both?
Let's do them both.
Okay, and the other one is A 5110.2, street maintenance equipment, 4,000, from A 5110.4, street maintenance contractual, 4,000. The majority of that is for the grant purchase of the cordless,
Oh,
that
correct.
he's already started purchasing, so we need to transfer to cover those costs.
Yeah. Okay, may I have a motion
so moved.
and a second?
Second.
Other questions or discussion?
The 4,000 is for what?
So the NYSERDA grant that we got for $10,000 to purchase electric or battery operated landscaping equipment.
Okay.
Because there were a lot of things on sale with Black Friday and Mike went ahead and started purchasing them. We know the money's going to be deposited
Right.
into our account, so that's covering that.
Thank you.
And on the warrant,
Oh, wait, we
We
have
haven't
a vote.
voted, we'll call.
vote, trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Connor,
Aye,
trustee Herzog,
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye.
Okay, and
Okay.
now the warrant.
Yes.
Okay, so we have additional invoices of $11,356.97 for a total warrant of $225,347.52.
All right, may I have a motion to pay the warrant with the additional invoices?
so moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay,
Any
questions,
Yeah.
questions on that?
Get any good deals?
Mike did.
Unfortunately, it's the time of year when we have everything that needs to be paid.
Yeah, I know, it does, yeah. All right, if there aren't any questions, roll call?
Trustee Trombley,
Aye.
trustee Malinsky,
Aye.
trustee Connor,
Aye,
trustee Herzog,
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye. And then we've got the other two
And then we have some more.
project ones.
Yeah, the project ones, so, Thought I had it, well, I just had it there.
Yeah, you were just reading from it because
I know, what did I do with it? Oh, never mind, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, so for the water line replacement project, we have, bill for Barton Lula Judas, $81,581.15. Winterbottom Trucking, which is the removal of contamination soil, $9,354.40. News of New York, which is a landfill, $20,111.96, so that's contaminated soil. And then a bill for TJ Fiacco, $239,316.12, for a total of $350,363.63.
We have a motion to approve this.
So moved.
And a second
Second.
discussion on any part of this part? No? Roll call?
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Malinsky.
Aye.
Trustee Connor.
aye,
Trustee Herzog.
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye.
And then the wastewater project, we have two bills for Barton Lula Judas. One's for $41,735.40, and the other is for $2,270, for a total of $44,005.40.
We have a motion to approve this.
So,
And a second?
second.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Trustee Champlain?
Aye.
Trustee Malinsky?
Aye.
Trustee Connor?
Aye.
Trustee Herzog?
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich?
Aye. All right. Yeah. Report from the superintendent. What you been up to, Mike?
Mostly water. The new main is completed from the far end of Willow, the north end of Willow, up to our PRV vault. The connection was made for the crossing from Moore Street. All the services are hooked up in that area, and as of tonight, we did hooked up to the valve to Willow, so the old main is no longer in service where we've had all the issues up there, which is a
Wow.
good thing. We had
Yeah.
another break on the November 27th in the same, on that same old main right in the intersection. So those, some of our stretches that were a real thorn for us are no longer, or will no longer be. This piece out front here gives me a little sigh of relief
We
for
all
sure.
should cheer.
So
What are we supposed to, confetti?
Yeah.
that's where we are with the water project. They started putting forms in today because we got a bunch of sidewalk that's gotta be done up above. They're putting forms and they're gonna put blankets on them. I think they're gonna be pouring probably next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays in the 40s. So that's our opportunity to get that whole stretch poured.
Yeah.
So they're gonna get the forms in. I think they're gonna put steel plates in the driveways for those homes. Ramp them so they can drive in and out, and then once they pour, it's probably gonna have to sit, a week with nobody on them to get, because it's so cold, give them time to cure, so. Our window of opportunity is small, and we're lucky if we get this 40-degree weather next week, because it's tough going, you can't plow stone. And then they're gonna continue, I'm assuming they'll probably be cleaned up by just before Christmas. I'm thinking another couple weeks. They're doing cleanup stuff now, so that's the plan. And then the spring we'll start back up from the vault, from Mill Street to the vault, just up the hill. Get to that last section in, and I guess move forward from there. That's when they'll do all their touch-up topsoil, seeding, asphalt, and whatever else needs to be done. Other than that, that's really all we've got. I mean, streets, we did a few things. We're in the process of still putting Christmas decorations up. Sewer plant construction is just about wrapped up. There's a few small pieces that they're trying to finish. We got a pump, and we got a few things that had to be finished, some electrical stuff, but that'll be getting wrapped up too. Other than that, I've got a purchase request for my metal detector. The speaker went in my metal detector, and so it doesn't tone. So I'm looking to purchase a new metal detector, the same model that I had. And if I get that model, I'd like to send the one we have back. It can be repaired, and they'll check with the serial number. But there's a 7-year warranty on it, and it just turned 8 years. So it doesn't look like it'll be under warranty, but they can tell by the serial number.
Yeah.
So, I've had good luck with that one, familiar with it, and I'm looking to get it replaced. And the other one I wanna send back, typically it's around $450 or less to repair them. So once the other one comes, I would like to send the other one back, get it repaired, and then we'll have two. We'll have a backup, we can keep one in another truck. And we use it all the time, if you got snow, you gotta find a curb stop. So, the cost is, and I looked online, and it's the same price everywhere, but it's $1,200 plus freight. So I'd like approval to spend up to $1,250 to replace our Schonstedt metal detector.
Is $50 gonna be enough for freight?
Yeah, he put on the quote 30, but I figured he had put on the sheet $30 for freight, but I figured this way here we're covered if,
Do you wanna go a little higher, up to, just in case?
yeah, up to 1250.
Okay.
You could see up to 1300, I guess. It
Well,
shouldn't,
that's
it shouldn't be
what
that
I
much,
Just thinking,
but
maybe that's a good idea,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
otherwise,
I never know.
he's got $30 in freight on there, and the piece of equipment costs 1200.
well, why don't we say
So-
up to 13?
Okay. So
Need
I'm
a
looking
motion
to,
for that,
So moved.
in a second,
Second.
discussion on that. I mean, it's used all the time.
yeah, it's used every day.
Mike, that's not anything you can get locally.
No,
I know it's a specialized
Um,
piece of equipment.
no,
Okay.
I mean, no matter where you get it from, it's probably gonna be shipped in. The
Okay.
nice thing about getting it through, the company that we're getting it through is, if we have any issues, and it's a 7-year warranty, and they're the repair center too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could probably try to find a used one or something on
No.
Amazon or eBay, but it's not worth,
Not,
you know.
not for what you're doing.
And we've had this one for, like I say, we got it back in 16, so we've had it for 8 years.
Well, I think it's a great idea getting the other one
Um,
repaired as well, and then
yeah.
having two just in case.
Typically,
You
they say
never
it's
know with
450 or
those.
less by the time, whenever they got it fixed and freight. So, and he said send me a form, so, but I don't wanna send it, I can still see the needle on it, but you can't hear the tone, so it makes it difficult. I took it apart here and the wires broke off the speaker, and the wires are so small, I can't even solder it back on. So there's no way that, cause I was gonna repair it, and I can't do it.
Okay.
So, like I say, once we get a new one here, then we can send it out, have it fixed, and we'll have, cause usually that one stays in my truck, so if the guys need it, they gotta borrow it,
Yeah.
or vice versa, this way we can put one in each.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, I think
And
it's
it's,
a good
this one
idea.
here is compact, so it slides, so it's a lot shorter than having that 4-foot one, cause then you gotta try to jam it behind the seat, so.
Okay, so we have a motion here, roll call?
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Malinsky.
Aye.
Trustee Connor.
Aye.
Trustee Herzog.
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye. Anything else, Mike?
Except for tonight, next month I'll have,
Yeah,
next
You're
month
gonna
I'll
have your
have,
Christmas wish list?
well, yeah, I gotta, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so correspondence,
Correspondence from Town Supervisor Trombley regarding new sidewalks. Correspondence to Clean Energy Communities committing to purchase of electric equipment.
let me just make a couple of comments, so, I copied the email from the town supervisor, regarding the sidewalks. I thank him for that, and I also will add that, and I bet a lot of you have gotten positive comments about the sidewalks.
Oh, yes.
Many compliments on those sidewalks, how safe they are and beautiful and easy to walk and easy to push a stroller and, yeah. So
Easier to
it's-
plow,
Easy
And
to
plow, yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
And then on the second correspondence with the clean energy community, I'll just remind you and let the public know, you know, we were designated a clean energy community a long time ago now. And NYSERD has been such a good group to work with. We work with Nancy Bernstein. We got our charging station through them. That blower at the wastewater plant was partially funded from them. The solar charging bench at Pocket Park, and now this $10,000 worth of battery landscaping equipment. So it's really wonderful what we've been able to use with that program. Yeah, and Mike showed me some of that equipment today. It's really, really interesting. I don't know if you wanna mention some of the things you were able to get.
Well, we got some, cordless, chainsaw,
I didn't even know there were
And-
cordless chainsaws.
yeah, and a smaller pruning saw, blower, yeah, battery powered blower, you get a gas blower. Got 2 other pieces of equipment on order. I got a battery operated plate tamper and a battery operated power screed for concrete that'll be coming. Those were pre-order, those I had to pre-order them, so.
Which is gonna be so helpful.
And we got a couple other things, battery operated pressure washer,
Oh, yes, yeah.
1600 PSI pressure washer.
Mhm. Yeah.
All
New-
the same brand.
All DeWalt. Yeah,
Yeah, and a
those,
lot of
I never,
batteries.
those, they just came out not too long ago, the power, they make a jumping jack too, but the power, the tamper and the power screed came out not that long ago. And they're, like I say, they're battery operated, so there's no, and ergonomically, I think it's gonna be way easier, because like you can switch the throttle from one side to the other, you can move it. So if you're standing on the side, if you're right-handed or left-handed, I think we'll find that it works well for us. Our board is just about shot on the one we have, so we're gonna have to get a new board anyway. Screed doesn't come with a board, but regardless, we gotta get a board, so, and it'll get one, so we can adapt it to it, so.
New business. We have this sewer credit. I think this fits our requirements, correct? So the sewer credit would be for $336. Is there a motion to approve this?
So moved.
May I have a second? Any questions or discussion?
It was a ruptured hot water tank, I don't think that's on there, but that's what I
Yeah,
found.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
water tank.
Yeah.
I've got video of it and pictures. And
Roll call?
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Malinsky.
Aye.
Trustee Connor.
Aye.
Trustee Haverback.
Aye.
Mayor McFetrich.
Aye. We have a resolution in support of state aid. I'll read this. Village of Champlain resolution in support of continued and increased state aid for local governments. Whereas until 2024, cities, villages, and towns had not received an increase in unrestricted state aid, this is the AIM funding, in 15 years, significantly impacting their ability to provide essential services to their residents. And whereas after a prolonged period without financial support, local governments finally received an increase of $50 million in unrestricted state aid. And whereas local officials expressed their gratitude for the $50 million increase in unrestricted state aid, recognizing it as a positive step towards addressing long-standing funding challenges. And whereas the state has referred to this new aid as temporary municipal assistance, suggesting that such increase may not continue, jeopardizing the sustainability of crucial municipal programs and services. And whereas the property tax cap further limits the ability of local governments to properly fund the programs and services their residents need. And whereas increased and ongoing state aid for local governments is vital for maintaining infrastructure, public safety, housing, and other municipal services. And whereas the challenges of inflation, the increasing costs of labor and supplies, and the end of extraordinary federal aid only accentuate the need for consistent and predictable funding to effectively plan for the future and meet the growing needs of their residents. Now therefore be it resolved that the Village of Champlain calls upon the governor and the state legislature to commit to continuing the additional $50 million in unrestricted state aid in the 2025-26 state budget and beyond. And be it further resolved that the Village of Champlain urges state officials to recognize the need for a long-term plan that ensures consistent and predictable increases in financial support for local governments that keep pace with inflation. You have a motion
So moved.
and a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion carries. And this will be sent to Governor Hochul, the state majority leader, the assembly speaker, and our local representatives. All right, the fire station. So as you know, we're getting a new fire station. The old one is in the village. It was built in, I think, 1986. We need to talk about whether we want to pursue purchasing that building. I think this is a big discussion. I think we need to think of it in terms of, is it useful to us? Do we need it? Can we afford it? Do we have a future plan for village municipal space? What would our residents desire? It's a big discussion. I spent a little bit of time talking to two members of the board of the fire district. I got some information about it, but really we're gonna start with just a general conversation among all of you on how to approach it. So, I'm all ears.
Well, I think we have the need.
Okay,
The cost, that's, I think that's the biggest point that we need to pursue. And it was given to the fire district by the village
well, it was
way back
sold,
when.
well, it was sold back to, we transferred ownership and got $127,000, $127,000,
We did?
yes, yes.
I didn't think we did.
Yeah, the village transferred the ownership and that was the sum of money. As far, I will add a couple more things, I'm gonna go back to hear from you. It's zoned R1, residential 1, but because we are an essential service and the fire department wasn't an essential service, there's no issue with zoning. I did talk to Chris Matad about that. So we would not have to apply for a variance to our own zoning board, because we're all in essential service.
How many square feet?
Oh, gosh, I don't know those
Big.
numbers.
How
I
many
did
bays, I mean, like,
5 bays.
garage?
5.
4 in the front, 1 on the side.
I did ask Mike to consider that space, and this is preliminary. And we probably want an engineer in to kind of design how, if we would fit. But I did ask Mike today if he thought that space is sufficient for our vehicles.
We would definitely would fill it up. I mean, we've got equipment right now that we can't, our loader doesn't fit in the garage. If we can't even bring it in service, we gotta do it outside. Our plow trucks, when we buy them, they have to cut the headboards down, cause they don't fit inside. Our door's 11 foot here, I think those are 14, so we'd have the headspace. I mean, we've got enough equipment that we would fill that up, that it would definitely be filled up. I mean, the problem is our stuff is sitting outside and that's the worst thing for it.
The loader, like the
Our front end loader won't fit in the garage here, it's too high, can't get it in.
Kim?
So would we be looking at keeping this property and purchasing that in addition to this?
So my response is that I think we actually need a phased plan. And phase 1 might be the purchase of that building for the garage, for the equipment. And maybe phase 2 is, and this would be part of a study, is can we add on to that building and have the office be there and sell this building? But that's just in phases.
There is an office space there.
Yeah.
There is some, but I
It's
don't know
not
if there's
real big.
enough.
Not very
Well,
big.
overall, I mean, between, the meeting space would probably be sufficient.
Yeah.
The offices are small.
But that would, in my mind, that would be phase 2 to just, but that's
Okay.
just a concept.
The office space combined is 143 square feet.
That's not very big.
No.
I think that would need some kind of addition, but we can back up because I think our
And
first
well,
step.
you do have the kitchen area,
140 square feet,
is what it is.
and the meeting room's 597 square feet. Garage 3,052 square feet.
Well, I do think it's something we need to look into. Having our equipment sitting outside is certainly shortening the lifespan of it. We do have, our winters aren't as harsh as they used to be, but regardless,
Mhm,
they're out on the roads in snow and salt, and then they're coming back and they're sitting.
mhm,
They're not getting the chance to warm up and dry off, if you will.
mhm.
One of the other things is the inside is higher, so like here, we can't even wash, you can't pick the box up on the truck, you can't put your loader in and wash it. It's gotta stay outside. I know originally when they talked about building a new building, that popped in my head, and back then I was thinking, if the village did purchase that building, then down the road, probably could put an enclosed sand shed behind it. And it's right there, where you can put the loader in the garage. But I don't know.
That may be, you know, maybe that would be a phase.
Right,
Mhm.
but that was before they sold the property next door. I mean, that line is drawn
Right, yeah,
all the way to the rail bed,
Yep.
yeah,
You know
the
what I mean?
property
If it
next
was-
door has been sold.
Oh,
yeah.
has it, the house?
Yeah, the house
Yeah,
has been
it-
sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's straight back now from like by the telephone
Yeah.
pole, goes with the other side, so it cut the back,
Yeah,
but.
Do we have a preliminary price?
not really, and nothing that I'm going to say, you know, on camera. I don't think, they want to work with us, I would say. And keep in mind that there are other funding sources, you know, that maybe our elected officials at the state level could help us. I mean, obviously, there's probably gonna have to be a bond.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But there may be some other funding sources that we aren't even thinking of right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think one thing we have to look at, what do we need to do to move into that building? I'm sure there's things that need to be done,
For upgrades, yeah.
just that need to be done to be able to utilize it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think some kind of study or, working with the, facilities manager that they worked with, the planner, the facilities planner that they worked with, I think his name is Stan. I think he would probably work with us in terms of how the building would be designed or laid out, what we would need to look at for repair, or is there any kind of replacement, how is the furnace,
So, yeah, that would probably be changed later, but they have fuel moldings for heat,
okay,
which,
fuel, oil,
yeah, there's a tank inside, and there's fuel oil moldings, but even then you have natural gas already there, so that, those
Yeah.
could be changed, that's what we have in the bag, natural gas moldings.
yeah,
So that's something we'd upgrade
yeah,
as,
and they're
but I
probably,
think,
yeah.
I talked to somebody tonight, but they mentioned the same name, and he has everything, all the particulars about it. And I think he can even, you know, look at your equipment, get measurements, and plunk them in there and see how things would fit on, you know what I mean, so gives you a better idea.
Yeah, I think we should contact him and see if,
And then, as far as if it does happen, it's probably easier for them and us. It's more of an intermunicipal,
there's an intermunicipal transfer that we would need to work with our lawyer on, I believe. Makes it easier,
for them and us both.
yes. Yeah,
I mean, you gotta get it out there, I mean, it's there. I mean, I don't know where else in the village you have a place that you can, where the school was, you know, there's no real estate to
Well,
be able to even, and if you built a brand new building,
oh, it'd be,
well, we already know what
Millions.
buildings cost, yeah.
yeah, the only land I can think of is the playing fields of the old Champlain Elementary, that's the only
Right,
open land that I can think of in the
Yeah, I
village.
don't know.
But to purchase land and then to build a brand new
right,
building,
yeah,
it would be millions.
oh yeah, easily.
So is everyone somewhat supportive of exploring the idea?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
how about if I try to contact this man, this facilities planner, and see if maybe he could come to our next meeting?
Great.
Does that sound good, Mike?
Yeah.
And before then, he can maybe come take the measurements, and I'm sure he
Yeah, I
has a
mean-
fee, but I don't think it's too expensive.
I mean, he knows all the ins and outs, cause he's worked with them
Yeah,
for how long? Years now.
mm-hmm. He could look at our equipment and, okay. All right, I don't think that takes any kind of motion, just to set that up. Anything else? No? Okay, I will do that. Under old business, we have the upahead.gov decision. This is the messaging system that the young man presented to us at the last meeting, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mary, but I don't think he reached back out to you with any.
He did.
Oh, he did?
Basically, they extended that, $199 per month. was gonna expire on the 15th, I think, but they extended that on and they said they will go for just 1 year. We wanted to try it for just 1 year.
How does the board feel? Do you feel like anyone would use it? Is our population not techie enough?
I mean, I think it's less of a, is our population tech enough, or more of getting the word out so that people are enrolled in it and are signed up to it?
I think it's both. I just know a lot of older people that don't even have cell phones.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, did we, I know
Talked
that
about the landline
we,
too.
yeah, we asked about that,
Yeah.
was there any, did they give any
Yeah,
word,
they
I
do.
can't remember.
But I don't know.
I think it's a good idea, but I don't think people would utilize it.
I don't think so either.
I don't either.
I mean, how
just
do
think it would
we
be
get the
a-
word out now by just physically knocking on the houses, leaving a note saying, post stuff on Facebook, we post stuff on the website. I mean, are we having a problem?
Time.
Like, yes, yeah.
But some of those are boil water orders that
Usually
You have to.
hopefully we're not going to have those
Right.
much anymore.
Or cell
But
phones, text messages,
you,
like if they have an issue.
you know, you pretty much have to knock on their door.
You do, or, you know,
Send their
I've
numbers.
run boil water
They do
notices
last
out, and you
time.
just kind of stick it
Yeah.
in their door, you know,
Right,
yeah.
I don't know, it's just,
I know when we
we
had
have too
one
much of an older.
years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
that's what
suppose that,
happened.
Yeah, you get the numbers, I'll text them for sure, look them up.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Okay, what's that? You'll text them?
Yeah, we'll just, I mean, if, I don't know if we can even put on our water bills, where if you could get email address or text where we could do it mass.
But a lot of people don't have,
No, the ones that wanted to sign, the ones that wanted to do it. You wouldn't
Yeah,
have
I
to
mean,
pay
we
a
could just-
subscription fee, I mean,
Right.
if they had email or, at least they're getting the information.
Just a listserv, and then we would just send out notices ourselves?
It's a step.
Yeah.
I don't,
I mean,
I
yeah,
didn't
if
see this, so I didn't know.
If you just had, I mean, yeah, you could, you just, and I mean, whenever we decide that we wanna do that, yeah, just contacting people and have them submit their phone number and an email address, and then just have it with their name, and then, I mean, that's like, we could basically a spreadsheet,
People's
Mhm.
change,
have their
emails
address,
change.
their name, email, phone number, and then find the places that we're looking for, and then just,
And does it work on a landline?
He said there was an option to have it work on a
Like a
landline,
robocall.
like a robocall.
Yeah.
but how many people are gonna go,
Oh, okay.
how many people are gonna
Yeah,
listen if it's a
that's right.
robocall?
I know, they
Yeah.
won't, because I know, I don't, I guess
I
if
don't
you know,
either.
but if you
school
know the
does
number
it.
coming in,
The
if you know the
school
number
does it,
coming in.
is that what they do?
But they're aware of the number and everything.
Yeah,
School has Parent Square now.
Yeah. The school doesn't call anymore, it's Parent Square.
Which goes to email or text, depending on what you want.
so it's somewhat similar.
Yeah. But like, the 99% of the parent population are signed up for it.
Because that's how they find out information
Yeah, I
about
mean,
things that are going on
everything.
at school.
Mm-hmm.
Teacher communications, everything is right through there.
That's also younger generation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, so,
And the biggest issue you'd have is if you didn't have
it's a
updated
great
emails.
world, I couldn't
If you-
even imagine that.
Or
If you
phone
didn't have
numbers,
any
yep.
updated emails or phones, but that's on them, the
Yeah.
person, if they don't update it, I mean, you can't
Yeah,
force it out of them.
well, we're going
So
to have
what-
to decide if we wanna,
what would you
well, we
recommend
can
for?
table it, or decide
Um,
yes or no.
So it's $1.99 a month for the next year?
Yeah, but wasn't there
There was they had a setup,
a setup of $999 or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was 1,000 or 2.
It was
for the
1,000,
setup.
yeah.
So you're talking like
$3,400
$3,500.
Just for 1 year.
Yeah, exactly.
See that, right?
Well, someone make a
I
motion.
think it's a waste.
Well, we should
That's
probably
fine.
make a motion to get it on the table and have
Yes,
discussion.
yes,
And
I
make
think
a
we already
motion.
discussed.
well,
Yeah,
that's
I
all
know,
right, that's
but-
okay.
I'll make a
Technically.
motion that we, what's it called?
Up ahead.
Up
yeah.
ahead,
Up ahead.
investigate or up ahead software
Well, you mean,
to,
I mean,
A discussion on the up ahead software.
well, we need more than a
yeah,
discussion.
we need more
We
of this.
need more, we have to vote on a yes or a no of
The cost.
paying them the cost. so, subscribing to,
Okay, subscribing to, all right, sounds good.
so a
Make
motion.
a motion to subscribe to the Up Ahead software program.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. So is it worth $3,500 or so that you said
For
No,
1 year.
for 1 year? Would our residents use it?
probably not.
No.
Any other discussion, and then I'll call for a vote.
I mean, I'd be interested if people, I'd be interested to know what people think about it and what people, so I'm sure it would be helpful, but I also tend to agree that I don't think there's that.
Well, I don't think you even have much input from people to find out.
Exactly, yeah. Which is where I would generally say no.
Okay. So, do you wanna do this by roll call? Yeah, we should do this by
Yeah.
roll call.
Kim,
Nay.
Nikki,
Nay.
Chuck,
No, nay.
Joel,
No,
Mayor McFetrich.
Nay. All right. Thank you. Any other business to come before the board? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thanks, everyone.
Wow.